Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So this channel is going to be dedicated to myself. Obviously, I'm gonna keep track of my improvements throughout my weeks, my months, and my years as a real estate agent. The new term is Realtor. OR, not Realtor, it's Realtor. Pronunciation is key. I'm also an insurance agent with Farmers Insurance. I'm a realtor with eXp Realty, and I'll tell you guys why I joined eXp. It's the best. Honestly, do your research, you will find out why. In this channel, I'm also gonna teach you guys how to take your own professional photos. That's what I did. I didn't wanna pay anybody. I took my own photos. I'm also gonna help you guys study on how to pass your real estate exam because honestly, it was a mission for me. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit too much for you to comprehend. It's a completely different monster compared to what it was from the class to actually taking the test. It's like, it's simple, but you overthink it, which makes you double guess yourself. And it's like, did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? So I'm gonna teach you guys on how to not double think about that. So a little backstory. Like I said, have been doing insurance for over a year now. And I wanted to add something new to my resume, especially with this whole COVID thing. Like, you know, that came out back in, what was it, February, March? We already know how we feel about that. But I was like, I need to do something else besides insurance because it's been kind of hard for me. So I do have a full-time job, so it's been kind of like, I needed to figure out how to do the broker classes myself, so technically online. So the website that I found was called the Real Estate School of Illinois. And it's an online course, literally $200. $200 versus a $700 sitting class, come on now. So that's a very easy answer for you right there. So I decided to do that course. It was at my own pace. They had quizzes, they had reviews. You can even call them, the person that was actually, you can even talk to them or email them. I never really did it, because I was like, I can do it myself. You know, like I was so confident, like I got it. So I did my whole course. Then my final, you know, you have to take a quiz before you can take the actual state and national portion. And I was so confident since I got a 94%, I was like, I know everything. So I scheduled my exam. And the bad thing about the whole COVID thing is that they won't let you schedule it right away. You have to wait like a week up to 2 weeks because they only let a certain amount of people sit in. Fast forward to me taking my test. So I sit down, a whole different monster, because everything I studied, I overstudied because now I'm double guessing myself. I'm like, what's the answer? So I ended up passing the state portion, but I failed the national portion. But you do not need to get discouraged. It was literally by 2 points. I got a 73%. Mind you, you have to pass with a 75 or higher to be licensed. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like I failed by 2 points. You know, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna schedule it for the following week. I think I know what to review. But then again, once I got home, you know, I slept on it. I was like, you know what? I don't think I should schedule it that soon because I'm not in competition with anybody else. I'm in competition with myself. And I feel like I need to be knowledgeable and I also need to be able to teach if I'm gonna ever bring agents under me. So what I did is I took literally a whole month and I wrote a study guide on how to pass your state and the national portion of the Illinois real estate exam. So the study guide, straight to the point, will come out later on, but right now I'm keeping it low key because I just need to finalize it, make sure that everything is good. I can't wait for my friends to pass their exam because they're gonna be like, yes, your study guide definitely helped me. So I'm just waiting for them to pass so I can be like, you got something golden right there. So once I passed that, I passed it on August 31st. And I scheduled a phone call with Chauncey again on September 1st. And I was like, hey Chauncey, I passed my real estate exam. What are the next steps? So as you guys know, you have to be sponsored by a broker in order to be a realtor. So I was doing my research and thinking of what brokerage I was gonna join. I needed something that was gonna be virtual. Honestly, I do not wanna have an office because, especially with the whole COVID, if they close down, you can't even go access your office. So I was like, I want something that's not virtual or online. I also need something that's gonna give me more revenue. So 80-20 split. someone that's gonna teach me on how to do the whole thing, because one thing is taking the real estate classes and one thing is real life experiences. I needed something that was gonna teach me. I needed something that I could own, so stocks. And I needed something that was gonna help me motivate myself. And I started watching all these videos of different sponsors. And I realized that a lot of them were very by the book. And that's something that I don't like. Like, I like to think outside of the box, not just by the book. So I came around Chauncey Pham. She's also really good at selling. And that's something that I was like, hey girl. So I found her, subscribed to her right away, started following her journey those 2 weeks. And I was like, you know what? I think I like her selling, like how she does it. She keeps it real. She's like teaching you. She's also sharing different ideas. She brings people to her channel to talk about it. And I was like, okay, girl. So then, you know what? I was like, let me give her a call. So I scheduled a call with her, and then we talked about joining eXp. And she broke it down for me. She's like, hey, this is everything, very black and white, basically. She's like, this is what you have to pay. This is what you do. This is what I'm earning. So if I join her, she has like different people on top of her that are also teaching, and it's like you're not in competition with anybody else because they're helping you learn. And that's something that a lot of these brokerages will not do. They think that you're in competition with them, so they're not gonna teach you, like, it's not gonna benefit me, so why should I teach you? So make sure you do your research about their education. If you wanna join like a Keller Williams, a Coldwell, they have good teachings, but then again, it's not gonna be the same because they're gonna think you're in competition. You're gonna take their listings and stuff like that. So I'm gonna break down the whole application process. Super simple. You're gonna log in, you're gonna put your information. Second step is the most important, which is where you put your sponsor. And you put their first and last name, make sure you spell it right, and then you put their state that they live in. Once you do that, you hit the search button and then it pulls them up. And then just confirm that it's them, because you know sometimes people have the same name. So I did that, completed the application. The last process, you do have to pay the $149 application fee, and that covers your first month eXp World and all that transaction stuff. It's covered. Every month you're gonna pay $89. So $89 is your desk fee. Other brokerages, you have to pay a desk fee plus whatever they will charge you for. Like that's too much money that I didn't wanna spend on. I'm trying to make money, not spend money. So I did that. So once you complete your application, there's like a little support button that pops up, and you can ask her like, hey, what are my next steps, just in case you don't know. She will direct you on what to do. She recommended that I email my managing broker here in Illinois. And once I reached out to her, the following day, she sent me a welcome email, and she sent me like the steps that I had to do and who to put for my managing broker so I could get sponsored, get my license number. So that's, I already paid $149 for the application, $125 for the license. So make sure you keep track of these numbers. So it's $149 and $125. And then I submitted that. And then usually for you to get your license number, it takes like 2 business days. So I submitted that, sent her the screenshot. She then sent me another email saying that they got it. Then I had to just basically download all the apps that they sent me. The next step that's the most important is make sure you download the eXp World. So that is their web-based type of university. It's like a virtual Sims type. You have your own little avatar that you can go in there, you can ask questions, go to your Illinois state room, ask them questions, talk to your broker directly instead of calling them. You can have a conversation with them through the Sims portion. Once I did that, make sure you register for KV Core. KV Core is their website that they give you, but it also tracks all your sales, like it lets you know like who your leads are. So make sure you do that, because that one takes up to 10 business days. So you submit that. Mine took like, I believe, 5 business days for me to get it. But once you do your KV Core, they're gonna send you an email who your association is going to be. When they asked me that, I was like, what does that even mean, like association? So then once again, I went to the chat and I asked, what's an association? And they were like, well, yeah, your association MLS. And I was like, oh, MLS. So I did not know MLS was that expensive, to be honest. Like I thought it was like a monthly charge. So once I asked the support, they messaged my managing broker. my broker sent me a list of recommendations and she told me which one was the best one for my area. And once I went in there, researched it, I decided to join MRED, which is the Chicago Association of Realtors. And that stands for CAR, MRED, so that's the most popular. Total for that one was $1,620. So you're already close to $2,000. So I do recommend to have at least minimum $2,000 on the side to do your whole process. So I did that, and then they recommend for you to do all your trainings while you're waiting for your MLS access. So I reached out to my sponsor. She let me know like what she recommended. Also, once you go to your orientation with the eXp World, they'll let you know which ones to do. It's the Fast Track 101 to 114. Once you download it, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. So I did that. I then had access to my MLS a few days later, and then once I got access, it was time for me to order my business cards and also upload my professional photo, which comes to who took your professional photo. I did. Like, I was not going to pay somebody that gives you 3 options of a picture, and what if you didn't even like how you look? Like, that would literally kill me. Like, if they send me a picture and I don't look good, and I'll be like, this is not a driver's license. This is gonna be all over, like it's gonna be on your website, your business cards. Like, no, like I needed to have full control of my own picture. So I definitely took my own picture. I edited my own picture and it came out really good. And I can definitely teach you guys how to do it. It's super simple. You just need to understand lighting. Honestly, you don't even need expensive equipment. I am fortunate enough that I have it because my degree is in TV production and directing. So I have cameras, I have lenses, I have backdrops, I have lighting. Like, I'm very fortunate, but you honestly do not need it. I can teach you guys how to do it the affordable way. You can take it with your iPhone. Like, it's literally super simple, and you just need to understand your face. You need to have a monitor, that way you can see it, or have a mirror to reflect it. Like, I'll teach you guys the whole shebang. What I recommend for you guys to do is make sure to use your personal social media, like letting people know like, hey, I'm a new realtor. If you guys need any type of help, don't hesitate to reach out, or make sure to recommend me, because that will definitely help me out. So I actually got recommended to one of my friends. She was looking for an apartment and I've been helping her. Like, I've taken her on 4 showings. We're still working on it. And then I am focusing right now on expired listings, because I am trying to get my first $1 million listing this month. So we still have like, what, half of the month left. I'm definitely gonna work my ass off for it. So in the meantime, make sure you guys create your own logo, or if you don't wanna create it, you can pay somebody. I am fortunate enough that I know how to create my own logos, edit my own photos, edit this whole video. Like, I'm very creative on that sense. Create your own Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest. TikTok is very popular right now. YouTube channel, like I'm doing as well. If you guys have liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. I will talk to you guys very, very soon. I will have informational videos, how-tos, and my experiences.